Hello guys, this is Movie Lover and welcome to this Movie Lover world. The film begins with a party in Paris Inn, with two friends named Pierre and Henry who are famous poets in Paris and are very close. Henry was a true gentleman and a decent man while Pierre was a playboy. During a party they both met a girl named Marie, the daughter of their mentor. They both admired and were captivated by Marie's beauty, but Marie preferred Pierre because he was both handsome and attractive and he knows how to attract a girl's attention. Pierre and Marie are conversing. Pierre flirted with her and wanted to take her to a room, but when they tried to kiss in a party corner, Marie's mother intervened. Following that, Marie's parents agreed to marry her to Henry because he was a gentleman and also because Marie's father wanted to rise in society and be more reputed, and also because marrying her daughter to Henry would allow him to pay off his many debts. Marie was in love with Pierre but was forced to marry Henri by her parents. She agrees with her parents because she was dissatisfied with their decision. A few days later, Marie and Henri married and began their lives as husband and wife for a few days. Everything in their lives was going swimmingly. Pierre and Henry met one day, and Pierre confronted Henri with the fact that he had betrayed him by marrying Marie while knowing they were in love. Henry responded that he was too in love with Marie and wanted her to marry him. As a result, nothing is wrong with what he did. He also stated that if he loved Marie, he should have tried to convince her parents to let him marry her, but he didn't. However, because Pierre was a playboy who flirted with many girls, he stated that he could not marry someone because he openly loved. Henry, on the other hand, comes home and tells Marie that he met with Pierre today, which makes her happy. Henry was so enamored with Marie that he frequently overlooked her flaws because she was still in love with Pierre. Marie ignores Henry and only approaches him when she needs money. Meanwhile, Pierre is seen photographing naked women because he became a photographer solely to admire women's beauty. He began photographing them and spending time with each of them until now. When he shoots a girl, he keeps one photograph and pastes it in his personal diary. Arrives at his workplace one day while he is pasting images of a girl, and after seeing other girls surrounding him, she becomes envious and tells Pierre that she still loves him. When no one was around, Pierre and Marie kissed and cuddled. The next day, while Henri and Marie were sitting together, Marie began reading the newspaper, which Henri describes as when she becomes so engrossed in reading the newspaper that she ignores him because she was only reading the newspaper to learn the location which Pierre mentioned in the newspaper so that she could see and meet him there. When Marie arrives at the address, she runs into Pierre, who asks her to take a few photos. Marie agrees and removes her clothes so that he can photograph her. Pierre went to Henry's house one day to meet Marie, but when Henri arrived, he didn't question them because he trusted Marie so much, so they continue to meet. When Marie arrives home late one day, Henry questions her and she responds, "I was busy with my lover." She then began ignoring and insulting Henry on a regular basis. Even in front of Henry, Perry and Marie, they speak freely as lovers. When Marie pays a visit to Pierre's house one day, she notices his album and finds all the photos of girls he has met up to that point, which she photographs for the album. She also finds her photos in the book and is surprised to learn that Perry did not take them for him but rather to make them public. Pierre was so self-absorbed that he pretended to be in love with a homeless woman in order to photograph her. Everyone was staring at Marie and Henry. When they went to a party one day, she became extremely uneasy when a man approached her and said, "You look pretty in clothes." Henry was asked to leave the party as soon as possible. After a while they both left. When Henri notices Marie's unusual behavior, he becomes suspicious and discovers Marie's intimate pictures and love letters in her drawer in which she confessed her feelings for Pierre, which upsets him. Henry goes to Marie to explain that she is not the only girl who Pierre does this to and that he does it to all of the other girls as well. However, Marie informs him that she does not love him and requests that he stop talking. Marie refused Henry's pressure and told him. Henry then left despite learning the truth. Marie went to Pierre's house and overheard him chatting and flirting with other women. Marie realized Perry was a playboy after witnessing this, but she continued her relationship with Perry as if nothing had happened. Prairie is aware of Marie's problem, but he chooses to ignore it and focus on his passion for photography. When Marie was crying one day while Pierre and Marie were together, Pierre asked if she was okay, but Marie remained silent because she knew Pierre would ignore her. Pierre was also upset because his life consisted of sleeping with and meeting girls, and he couldn't keep it together. The next day Pierre and Henry meet. He informs him that he has expelled Zora from his life and that he is unable to get her thoughts out of his head and that he is constantly thinking about her. Harry responds, "This is love you will never understand. Passion, not love, according to Pierre, is what destroys us." Henri orders him to leave town and travel to Algeria. Perry leaves the city, leaving nothing but a letter from Marie, in which he explains why he is leaving and directs her to write him letters, causing Marie to become upset and cry. Marie became quite ill and disturbed. As a result, the doctor suggested Henry as a replacement. Marie requires a husband or companion on whom she can rely at this time, as Marie discovered she was pregnant with Pierre's child after only a few days. Marie wanted a divorce from Henri after discovering this, but he refused because he still loved Marie despite knowing everything about her. In order to make Marie feel better, Henri hires a man to distract her. Marie feels better after spending time with him, but she continues to disregard Henry. After all of this, Henry realizes that Marie can never be mine at any cost. Henry now travels to Algeria to visit Pierre and tell him everything, including Marie's illness, because he knows Marie still writes to Pierre and that Pierre responds to her letters and reinforced Pierre that he would soon become a father, which made Pierre happy and shocked. After a few days, Marie gives birth to a boy and Henry returns home. Henry is overjoyed when he picks up the baby. Henry chose to take Marie and her child to meet with Pierre. Marie was overjoyed to see Pierre. Pierre had met his child and felt very good about himself. Henri gives them some alone time to talk. Marie tells Perry that she still loves him and that she is incapable of loving anyone else, including Henry. Furthermore, despite everything he has done up to this point, Pierre expresses his love for Marie. They made the decision to live together and raise their child. When Henry sees them together, he is overjoyed. They took photos before returning. On the way back, Henry tells Pierre that despite everything she did, he still has feelings for Marie and that he loves you like my own brother. As a result of his guilt, he sends his wife to his closest friend. After hearing this, Pierre becomes enraged with Henry and tries to console him. Henri makes reservations for 2 hotel rooms the next day, one for Marie and Perry and one for himself, which is connected to Marie and Perry's room. Hearing Marie and Perry's love languages made him very unhappy and guilty. Henry and Marie were together the next day when Marie's mother arrived, telling her that Henry is a wonderful man and that we are well known and secure because of him. After noticing Marie's tense expression, her mother inquires about her concerns and offers to speak with her if she is unhappy with Henri. Marie, however, remains silent. Marie's mother's visit was prompted by her sister's marriage. Marie's sister, on the other hand, goes to see Pierre and requests that he appoint her as his secretary. As Pierre teases her, they become closer. Marie is aware of her sister's physical relationships with and love for Pierre. Taking advantage of this opportunity, she suggests that her sister and Pierre marry so that Marie can easily get close to Pierre. Everyone agreed on this decision and Marie began to live happily and well with Henry. The sister of Pierre and Marie married. They started spending more time together on his projects. Marie and her sister were photographed together by Pierre. However, as a result of an enormous workload, Pierre's health began to deteriorate and his eyesight became too weak, but he continues to think about his photography. He went to the doctor and was told to get plenty of rest, after which he lost his sight. Marie is recognized as a writer after a while and she writes a book about her life and love story. Marie's book becomes famous with Henry's assistance and she becomes a famous writer as a result of her love story, which people enjoyed, and she shares her happiness with Perry as well. A man is seen walking with Marie at the end of the scene and offers her a dinner night. She walks away after declining signs that said she would go with him another time. And this is where the film ends. I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. Movie Lover will meet you again with new story till take care.